Hello, race fans. This is Larry Supermouth Huffman, AMA Hall of Fame announcer, and this isn't Supercross. It's Wednesday! And you're watching Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. Stand by while the boys teach secrets of bay bass fishing with Roman on his 6-second nitro-burning pedal drive kayak, and Brian in his Cool Baits high-speed dragster boat that he takes out every Sunday. Be there!
Hey, this is Caden, Stingray_SoCal on Instagram, and welcome to Fishy Hour. Tight lines.
Woo! What's up, Brian? How you doing today? Thanks, Caden, for introducing the show. Oh, Brian's a little tall today. Let me fix his window here. Give me a second.
Was that Caden in a cowboy hat?
Yeah. Caden's rocking the cowboy hat. It was awesome. Oh, there you go. Fishing rep in the house. Shout out to who did I see that hasn't been here in a while?
Kevin's here.
Coach, thank you for tuning in. I know you're gonna be in and out, so while I got you, thank you so much for coming back. Hope everything is well.
Thank you,
I know you're out there slaying fishing, so it's
Kevin,
good to hear from you.
Never brought me my aluminum reel. What's the deal?
Oh,
I don't know. I'm waiting to see something he's got.
shout out to Peter86 for being the first comment of the evening, and to Mr. Kevin Nakata Fishing Reps for the first like. Welcome everybody. If you're watching and you see somebody typing bit into the chat, it means that they've hit the like button on the show, and then they come right back and hit bit. So if you hit that like
in there, Jesse. What's up, Jesse? How's it going to G Loomis? Have you started?
Dude, very cool. What up, Jesse? Very cool. Shout out, guys. Good to have you in here. Mr. Todd Burton Art in the house. TB Art! !TB Art! I'll give you the new URL for Todd's work. CCA was busy it was. It was good. We're pumping it up as much as we can. So very excited. Smash the like button, says Arnie. Nice. Thanks, Arnie. All right, boys. So today, it's going to be a fun show. We're just chilling. And I'm sorry you're cut off, Brian. It just like your camera angle. Can you angle it up a little bit?
I can. Let's see what we got going on.
There we go. Perfect. There you go. Now at least perfect. All right, head's not chopped off. So today, Brian's been putting this show together for a while, and with all of the Spotty Bowl scores, it's been hard to like fit it in, but finally tonight's the night.
Yeah, so I went. I showed you guys a couple weeks ago the aquarium, little aquarium I bought. I went down to Mission Bay, talked to Roger down there, and I talked to Liam at Fastlane, and I went down there and I loaded up some Mission Bay saltwater. She's in the tank right over here,
so
next to me. So we're gonna be testing all kinds of baits. I got my whole deck is covered with baits. So I want to take some requests live. Hopefully I'll have it. I have like a tackle store behind me here. So
nice.
We're going to see if things float. We're going to see how they float with different heads. We're going to try maybe some electronics in the water, see how they hold up to salt water. So we're going to try
that's cool.
Yeah, so hang out. And also at the end, we got PB shout-outs. And you guys that were down at Bart Hall, a lot of photos were taken down there for PB shout-outs. So a lot of you guys are going to be in PB shout-outs. You don't even know it.
Yeah, that's so fun. Jesse said it's the second week, and it's going super well, having a blast. Oh, that's awesome. That's good to hear.
That's awesome.
Good to hear. Michael Tran in the house. What up? Everyone is going to be hunting you down for that Shimano code. Yeah, right. So let's get some announcements done. Oh, let's do. We did the welcoming everybody. Let's do the pop top real quick. Right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst, rate this pop top. Oh, jeez. Is that your fridge? Oh, nice.
That's a full pour right there.
That's a nice pour.
There we go.
Very nice.
The official Fishy Hour mug.
Hot mic. When you turn it up, you can hear your AC or.
That's an electric hot water heater.
What's it? Okay, nice. Richie Rich says it's me. It's Brian's mic is a little low. No. Oh, let's see. Say check 1 2, Brian.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Turn me up. Crank me to 11.
Sounds good. All right, here we go. Let's get. Let me know in the chat what you're having tonight, what you're drinking, and I'm gonna pop this top here too. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst, rate this pop top. Use my good finger.
Pretty good. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everyone.
Oh, Roman, we're coming up on April, not too far away.
Finger status. Still
3 years.
Still broken. 3 years?
How'd you break your finger? Fishing?
Wrestling with adults.
Professionally?
Yeah, with the mats.
WWE style? Right.
Going down to TJ, wrestling in the pros.
All right. Nacho Libre?
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
You smoked me, dude. Captain Dan 10, Ralph 9, Salty
Oh,
Dangler
let's
7.
go.
What's up, Salty? Salty's a tough judge.
What's up, Dario?
And,
What's up, Salty? I want to take an extra minute here to say thank you to Salty and Leonard for modding, guys. I know it's a thankless job, but thank you for taking the time and jumping in here all the time and making sure our chat is under control. Most of you guys are awesome. So,
all right, let's get on with some announcements here so we can get on the float test. First announcement, there's no Spotty Bowl this weekend. You guys get to relax. But, of course, we had an agreement with Mother Nature, and she's not cooperating.
Just crazy
basically
wind.
This weekend, I was excited because the bay was getting up to 56, 57, 58 degrees. I'm like, all right, we're on our way. We're on our way to 62, 68. We're going to get some good fishing here. And Mother Nature just reaches down and she says no. And she hits us with a cold front. It's supposed to be on Saturday, 51 degrees at the bay. So there goes our warm water, boys. It's going to
cool it down.
There's no tournament this weekend. Mission Bay and 51-degree weather with wind would be a pretty tough bite right now. So the water's going to cool down a little bit. That's all right. She'll come back up. It's going to take a little bit longer.
Yep.
So this weekend's fishing, might want to just go see Ant-Man. That's probably what I'm going to do.
Nice.
What's
up, Roy? Welcome, Roy.
So no Spotty Bowl this weekend. The San Diego Spotty Bowl will resume on March 3rd. That is not this weekend. That is next weekend. San Diego Bay this time, guys. So can't get a pre-fish in really unless you're really diehard. Sunday, you might be able to get out there. So you guys at San Diego Bay, March 3rd, get ready. And then the OC guys, you don't fish until March 17th through 19th at Alamitos Bay. So you guys up in OC, you guys have a couple more weeks till you're ready. Then we got the big show coming, the Pacific Coast Sports Fishing Show, Roman, March 2nd and 5th.
Oh, man. You know what we're doing, guys? We're going to mob it again. Woo! We're going to mob it. That was so fun. So, Bart Hall. I mean, I before that, it's been a long time since I've been to a show. So, we did, Fred Hall. And when I did Fred Hall the last time I had it was, in Long Beach. So, we risked it. I went out with Taco Fish Tony and Nelson. And it was us three. And it was a small group, but it was still a blast. So I enjoy going with a group. And then this time, you guys will see the picture. It was a big mob, and our mob kept up picking people up and losing people. So it was always constantly morphing. What up, Muto in the house? The Mr. Fishing Co. guys, let's go. And so it was cool. Muto was there, Cal was there. It was such a cool experience. Even though you just have to be a little bit more patient because people want to look at stuff, and if you're done looking at that booth, then you kind of just hang out, wait for everybody to stop looking, and then you kind of transition together. But it was a super fun experience. We had Milton's afterwards as a group.
Oh, nice,
and
fancy.
It was my first time at Milton's. Actually, it was super good. So Cal suggested it. Very good choice, Cal. So the point here is the whole point of that story is, I'm going to PCS on Saturday. It'll be March 4th. I know it's a Spotty Bowl weekend, is it? Is it Spotty Bowl?
Yeah, I'm at 3rd through 5th, so I'll be fishing the 3rd and the 4th, but I'll be up there on Sunday helping go out.
Okay, well maybe we'll switch it to Sunday so we can go harass Brian at his booth. But anyways, I want to go as a group. So if you guys are interested, let's go into the club outings thing in Discord and just let me know that you're interested. And this time it'll really pay off to carpool. So it's gonna be a blast. I can't wait, and really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, the bar hole wasn't tiny, but it wasn't as big as I remember it being in the past. There wasn't a lot of bait vendors that I saw there, but I know a lot of people are gearing up for the PCS show, so it's gonna be enormous, guys. So
because Fred Hall, when it was Fred Hall, they even had a lot of spearfishing people there. And this time they didn't have any spearfishing people there, which is
I mean, we had a cool baits booth set up, but I didn't see a whole lot of. I know Kevin was over at a booth, and Turner's was there. I think Pacific was there. There's a couple booths there, but not a lot of baits showing up on that one. So PCS is going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. That's a big one.
Anyways, so Muto is gonna have a booth at PCS. Nice. Nice. Okay, we'll mob it over there.
Heck yeah. Bring your wallets, guys.
That's awesome.
Okay, so that's it as far as group outings and everything goes. I think that's all we've got planned right here. I wanted to show something that I was given at the show, and I'm super stoked to have this. How's that showing up there?
Full screen. Ooh, that's awesome.
So the
Very
one and
nice.
only Todd Burton got into the mirror making. I guess you call this art too, right?
Yep.
And this is his very first. He told me this is his very first mirror he ever made, and it's super awesome. I'm gonna try to get it zoomed in so you can see the detail on that thing. But how's she showing up there, Roman?
Yeah,
Can you
it's
see
good.
the detail on that spot?
Tilt it a little bit. Yeah, I see it. You can see the scales on it. It looks like. Salty. The new link for Todd is exclamation point TB art. Exclamation
that's
point
pretty
TB
cool.
art.
Another spotty art to add to my house. Like my house, you're gonna walk through and people are gonna be like, "What's wrong with this guy?"
Right.
Stuff.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Todd. That mirror is awesome. I can't wait to see. That's his very first mirror. His other mirrors he's showing me are way more advanced. I can't wait to see what you come up with, Todd. That's an awesome mirror. Check him out. TB Metal Art. He made all these fish in the background here.
Todd Burton art.
Else. Yeah, Todd Burton art.
I'll do.
Next thing I wanted to show, I've been searching for a while, Roman, for some, because now I'm starting to get into kayaking and I'm starting to learn my gear and all
Alright,
that. You
alright.
know, I'm starting to try to figure things out. Got you to help me a lot though, but I've been looking for a shoe to wear.
Oh, hang on a second. Give me a second. Okay, go for it.
And I've been looking for a shoe to wear while kayaking, and mainly because it seems like when I launch, you know, your feet get soaking wet. And I'm not too into those like those deck boots you guys wear. So I went out and I looked on the interwebs, and I went to that rainforest website. And I found these things, and they're Huck. They're made by Huck, but they look very similar to another type of shoe. That's these guys right here.
Oh, interesting.
They
Okay.
say Huck on the back, but they look kind of like Crocs, but they're a little more comfortable.
Yeah,
If-
the different
But
shape.
the main thing is they're an exact match to my kayak color. So
Oh,
you
that's
know,
funny.
that's the main reason I bought them. You know, you got to have some fashion. When you're out.
That's so funny.
So,
That's so funny.
I've tried them twice in my kayak,
Oops.
and then I've fished in them on my
Mhm.
boat 2 or 3 times, and they're super comfortable, and they dry off quick. And I'm gonna recommend these guys, Huck.
Yeah, fancy
makes-
Crocs.
It's Crocs.
I like that idea, but I'm just weirded out by having no shoes on my kayak.
It's got a toe.
I know, but like I think I like to wear those boots because of the sun protection as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I can see that.
And then but
Actually, in the winter, I was wearing some socks. You know, I'm the socks. and
oh,
Crocs
that's cool.
guy. Yes.
The extra tough also makes some cool shoes that look like they're mesh and they drain, but they have the same bottom sole as like the boots. Super grippy. Those are cool. But like again, you'll get that little space between the tongue of the shoe and your actual cuff of your pants, and you'll just get a sunburn right there.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Got it.
Yeah.
I pretty much wear shorts too. I just lather myself up, you know, in lots of oils.
Nice.
Non-skid bottom. gotta
that's
take
that's
off
good
in a
for the
run.
boat ramps. That's good for the boat ramps.
Yeah. So if you gotta
Very
take
nice.
off and you're ready to go. And they're constantly, as the Croc guys say, man, they're constantly in 4-wheel drive. They've got the back piece
That's
right here.
funny.
Off-road model too. Got a little stretchy right there.
I think
Nice.
I think Brian got a Huck sponsorship at the show. Didn't tell me about.
Okay, next announcement is Angry Butt t-shirts are available
Whoa,
again.
whoa. All right, so the Angry Butt shirts, for some reason, I never put out a short sleeve shirt. I always made those long sleeves. So the Angry Butt shirts are now in a long sleeve version, and there's also the women's cut shirts version. So now your lady can also have a nice butt.
There you go.
Hey.
That's my job. Wait a second here. Am I saying Huck wrong? Have you said it Huck? H-U-K? Huck?
I think it's Huck, or is it Hook?
Captain Dan's saying it's Hook. Is it Huck?
Captain Dan would know because he knows
Yeah.
these guys. Yeah. It's
My
Hook.
entire life, Captain Dan, I've been saying
Thanks,
it
Captain Dan.
Huck. Thank you, Captain Dan. What?
Dang.
There goes my
Worst.
sponsor.
Yeah, there goes your sponsor.
Can't even pronounce her name. Are you messing with me, Captain Dan? Is that right?
Oh, that's so funny, dude.
I'm not the only one that has said that. Hook, spinning rod. Everybody knows that but me and you.
Oh my gosh, interesting. What's up, Marvin? It's been a while. Welcome back.
Okay, last announcement is the limited edition Spotty Bowl t-shirts. The one I'm wearing right here are still on sale.
Yeah, those will continue to be on sale through the tournament. Once the tournament is over, I'm gonna take them off because I want those to be like limited edition. So limited edition. This is 2023 Spotty Bowl. These are the royal blue color. So if you see somebody with the royal blue Spotty Bowl shirt, you know it's from 2023. The navy blue is from 2022, and the white is from 2021. So it's kind of like a rock band shirt when you go to the concert or something like that.
Is that it? All right. Like a concert. All right, guys. So the next segment, we're going to jump right into this. And the next segment, I don't know how this is going. I have not tested anything in advance. I've kind of just laid out all this stuff to test. And during the live chat, Roman will be watching it. I'll try to watch it too. But if you guys want to see something specifically tested or a different way, you know, with a different weight, whatever, let me know in the live chat. I'll try to make it happen. So we're going to start testing some baits here, Roman. So I'm going to go ahead and maneuver my stuff.
All right, give me a second. Let me jump into this transition real quick.
Hey, this is Cal, Game Dog 619. You're watching Fishy Hour. May the bite be with you.
I forgot
That's Cal. Let's go, Cal. May the bite be with you, sir. What's up, Brian?
Last weekend.
Oh, you coming back? Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, coming back.
Last weekend, man. The PCS show afterwards, I got diarrhea.
Oh,
my dad got diarrhea. My grandpa got diarrhea. It must run in the family.
Oh my gosh! You may come back for that? Oh my god!
Hey.
All right. Well, at least I get to show another one of our viewer intros. Let's go with let's see. Oh yeah, I need to do this before Brian's done with the hell. I'll do this one.
Hey guys, this is Liam at Fastlane. You can check me out on Instagram at liam.surf, and you're watching Fishy Hour.
I think I need to work on this. I think I need to work on those transitions at the end, guys. If you want to be on the show with one of these cutscenes, all you gotta do is send me a video of you. If you want to be on your kayak while you're fishing, or if you want to be just at home, wherever, send me a video of you saying, hey, this is, and then your name, and you can say your at Instagram handle if you want. You're watching Fishy Hour. May the bite be with you. And then I'll use those throughout the year to kind of give you guys a little bit of highlight, you know, let you guys be part of the show. It's pretty cool. I like the way it looks. It's got a good feel. So if you're interested, record those videos. Let me know, and you can send those to me, and I can start integrating them into the show. You ready, Brian?
I'm ready.
All right,
ready?
Brian's ready. I'm gonna do one more before we jump in there. Let's see. Here you go. How about this one?
What's going on, guys? It's Lane from FishingGrips.com. You can find me on Instagram at lane.killian, and you are watching Fishy Hour with Roman Castro. May the bite be with you.
Woo! Let's go. Oh, what is this? We have a tank. We have a tank. Can you guys hear the people talking in the videos? In the making sure that you guys can hear that if you're watching. Okay, Brian, we're looking at a tank of high quality.
Yes, I guess that was Lane, huh? Yeah. So
That was Lane, yeah.
You guys here, this is a 10-gallon tank. No, 5-gallon tank, I think.
5 gallon of high quality Mission Bay H2O.
Look how clear that Mission Bay water looks. You would
Freaking
never
nice,
know.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's winter time, and she's been festering in there for a day, so.
Oh, very nice.
Here you go. So I wanted to test it in salt water. So
Hey, Young. Good to see you on here. Welcome back.
Yeah, I want to test these baits in the actual saltwater we use. So I guess the buoyancy, is that what you'd say? Would be all the same as if you were testing it in just a regular freshwater. So, all right,
yes,
let's
because
start it out.
Yes, because fresh water has a less buoyancy, so things will sink faster. So we're using high quality Mission Bay H2O, so that you have the same feel as for the rate of fall.
Okay, so I've had
looks cold, so salty.
requesting, and probably the most requested thing was this thing called a Ned rig, and I actually have a few. So everybody wanted to see the TRD. Which is this guy right here.
Dun dun dun.
We got the Z-Man TRD Ned rig finesse.
All right,
Ooh,
that's the one.
So I went ahead and just pulled one out, and that's this guy right here. And we're just gonna throw her in the tank to see what it does. Just bare naked.
Just plop it in there.
So there we go. She stands straight up.
Will it?
And I got a, I think this is a 1/5, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, this
but
one. It's a
I had
1/5. Yeah. Oh, that's the money right there.
rigged her up.
If you put that in the tank, hold on, careful. If you put that in the tank, you're gonna get a bite. Even though there's no fish in there, you're gonna get a bite anyway.
Okay, let's see what she looked like underwater. I'm just gonna drop her straight down. So that's exactly what I would think a Ned rig would look like, don't
Yeah,
you?
and if you knock it over, it'll just like it'll stand back up.
So the TRD, I'm gonna leave those floating in there for a little bit, so
Okay.
you guys see some in there. But
Salty. I knew Salty was gonna say something. He said, "Can you rig it right?"
yeah, I just kind of grabbed things and rigged them, Salty. So this is your standard Kitech, and we're gonna see what this thing floats like with no weight. This is
Okay.
a 4.8. It's your big boy. Let me show you the packaging.
No, this Kitech's got salt in it, right?
Yeah, so Kitech has salt in it to try to make it a little more buoyant. So I guess that when you're pulling it in, you can pull it in slower and adjust your weight to it. Also says she has strong squid scent. So
That's so funny.
yeah,
Dario's also annoyed by the poor Ned rig job. So
Looks
he's gonna
perfect to me.
have a panic attack by the end of this episode.
so here's your big 4.8 Kitech. You ready? We're gonna drop
Yep.
this thing in. I'm gonna drop it in like as if you were casting it.
Oh,
Look
okay.
at
It kind
that.
of suspends a little
Okay.
bit. Oh, psych.
She-
Psych.
She's laying down, but look like she's just about to the point to where she
It's still moving
pull-
though.
let me get some little bit of current going in here.
That's what we need next time. Is a
You
current.
can see it's not it's holding up there right there.
Yeah, it's not dropping hard.
Yeah, it's not. It's so I think because of the salt they add to it,
Yeah, it's
that's the
more
whole
dense.
deal. Kitech, you
Yeah.
can kind of see it just floats around. Let's try a smaller Kitech.
And that just kind of limp to the floor though. Only
This right here is your 3.3 Pro Stuff flavor. It's orange on back, but that's 3.3. This is probably the most common size I use, Roman, when I'm fishing for spotties.
Yep.
3.3 seems to go in a lot. Quarter ounce, 3/8. That seems to work pretty well. So let's get one of these. Ooh,
Oh,
that's a
Joe said it only suspended because it hit the edge of the tank. Is that I can't tell? Is that right? That makes
Yeah,
sense.
he's probably right.
That
It
makes
would
sense,
lean
Joe.
against that.
You're right.
But if it's leaning, it's grass or something too. But
Benji likes your net. Did you
a
buy the net just for this?
I bought all this for her.
Nice, dude. Oh my gosh.
So here's what we're testing right now. So let's see what she does. This is a fresh one, brand new. And you know what? That one that I threw in there last was one that had been used many times on many fish, and it's been retired. So let's see if a brand new one makes a difference.
Oh, interesting.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
3.3 just kind of lays there too. So
It seemed like that one dropped a little faster, even though it's smaller.
yeah, maybe because that other one is used and maybe it's soaked in some salt water. But
Mm.
I figured we'd test some other brands while we're here too. So I got the 6 Sense Divine Season 1 Spotty Bowl. This is pretty much my primary. I went to this constantly.
That color?
Not this color. This size right here. These are just leftover ones, but I would fish this no problem. I like that translucent kind of clear. I think that's a good bait in the summertime, even in winter too. But
Seems like that'd be a
fish
good
this
halibut
constant.
bait too.
yeah, so let's see what the Divines do. Nedrick's still standing strong. So Nedrick Divine, or I'm sorry, Swim Bait Divine. Let's see, 6 Sense. Oh, she's a
Oh,
slow,
that's a slow
sinker.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, she must have extra salt in her. She says perfectly balanced for action. And did you that it says that
did.
right on the label?
Yeah.
And it did that, huh? It floated straight. Let's try her
Like
again.
level, right?
Yeah, it went straight down. You know, the Kitech kind of went into a little nosedive, and we're gonna test these with some jig heads on them too to see.
Well, even there, you can
exactly.
see it straightens out. It's like pretty parallel.
Yeah,
mean,
it says perfectly balanced action.
horizontal.
That's what it's right on the packaging. So I'll just drop her in again. Floats down nice and flat. Yeah, so the Divines do exactly as advertised. They're floating straight down. Let's try the bigger Divine, see if it does the same thing.
Dario needs to get off that Wi-Fi.
Are you guys? Yes, I am freezing. It's 52 degrees in my garage.
Oh, yeah, that's if the feed was freezing.
Okay, so this is the little bigger one. I think this is a 4.4 inch, same color, brand new. So here we go. One thing about the Divines is they've got really kind of a stronger plastic. Yeah, she's falling. Look at
Oh,
that.
that's slow, dude. I mean,
Look
that's all gonna change once that head goes on there. But like,
Yeah,
like
but
if you're
just
gonna
a-
fish it with like just like a hook, like on a drop shot or something.
Yeah, I
It's-
mean,
it's
for
like-
me, I like to fish things really slow. Like
Mhm.
I would match that up with a ridiculously lightweight, like a quarter, 3/8 or something like that. And when you get that really slow sink, it's a good presentation. So I'm gonna scoop some of these things out, and we'll get some other stuff going in here.
Cue the net. Here comes the net.
That Ned
So
rig
funny,
out.
dude.
Oh, this is gonna take a while.
Oh my
right?
gosh, that's so funny.
Is this good? Like YouTube? Right
This is
here,
high
Matt?
quality content right here. Shoot, high quality content
I'm
with
gonna leave the Ned rig in there just to bother Salty.
authentic Mission Bay water.
Something that I add to some of my baits is a skirt.
Oh yeah,
And they're silicone. They're meant to float. So let's see what just a plain skirt. This skirt is made by.
yeah. We're trying to see if the skirt is positive or negatively buoyant. Let's see, because then you'll
Not
know how it
sure
affects your
the
bait.
packaging, but I think this is Z-Man. Maybe I'll have to check.
So if you it floats. Okay, so if you add a skirt to your bait, it's gonna make it more buoyant. So if you add like a couple of skirts to your bait, maybe it'll make the rate of fall
More-
slower.
More than
Oh,
one.
wait.
I've never thought of
It
that.
does sink. That was just
Really?
a
There you
it
go.
does sink.
You just
so-
put a hook on that, and it'll get bit.
Yeah. So scratch that. It's not buoyant. It was just suspended because it was it had air trapped in the little fringe.
Here's just your standard. This is a Dobbins 1/4 ounce football jig head. I'm gonna start hooking swim baits and all that up to this in a little bit, but we're just testing these just to see what they look like for now. So that's your Dobbins football jig head with a weed guard.
Oh, dude, nice.
But look at it on the bottom. That looks pretty fishy. All that, and imagine if you pop it, it's gonna have that. I should have hooked up a line to these things, but if you popped it with all that flare coming out,
I like. I don't really like the flat skirts. Like with the little threads that are flat. I like the
Mhm.
ones that are like, it's like cylindrical, like almost like rubber bands. Those flare out way better.
Yeah, there's a lot of different flavors when it comes to skirts. This right here is your Z-Man chatterbait, rigged up with looks like a Bass Pro Shop speed shad.
Hold it lower. There you
The chatterbait, I like fishing this. Have you ever fished chatterbait?
go. Yeah, once or twice. It's cool.
It's cool.
It's got a lot
the
of
whole thing is it's got- you
Feedback.
hook-
I love the
yeah,
feedback.
you hook- This little flapper in the front, the little mud flapper in the front, will put out a lot of vibration and flash as it's going through the water, and that like a spinner bait, but it puts out all that flash and all that vibration mainly. It's like ringing the dinner bell. So let's see what this guy looks like under there. Oh, I gotta scoop a few things out of there, eh? Let's see.
Benji's gonna make a test tank now. You gotta make sure you get a net, Benji.
All right, I think we've got I think this is a war baits head, 3/4 with an MC swim bait. I
We
think
need-
that's war baits. Kevin, is that a war baits head?
It looks like it. Yeah, we should tie some of these.
Yeah, I know. This is just the preliminary testing of how this tank's gonna work.
Oh, it's
One
gonna
day-
get more wild, boys. Just hang in there.
So here we go.
I like
All
the
right.
I like the
The way it's floating.
no the initial spread of the skirt.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. All right, so this Christmas at Merry Macmas, Zachary Riggs got me one of these babies. You know what that is?
A waterproof
It's my Merry Macmas thing.
waterproof
yeah.
phone holder.
It is a waterproof phone holder. And guess what I'm gonna test?
Oh. Hopefully not the phone you're running the stream on.
Take my cell phone right
Oh
here.
no!
Brand new Pixel 7 5G-er. And we're gonna go ahead and stick this in here.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me know in the chat if you think it's gonna survive.
Zachary Riggs only buys quality stuff, right, Zach?
Oh my god. Zach Riggs, are you in here? Before you put it in, I need to see in the chat. Do you think it's gonna survive? Say flooded. Rip. Rip says Muto. That's the Pixel 7. All right, here we go. Here we go. High value phone going in.
We're gonna see what happens. Zach, you better buy a good case though.
Oof.
It's
Says
still
Stingray.
working.
Oh wow. Nice.
We're gonna let that thing simmer in there for a lot of the time here, and we'll pull her out.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's already glitching out. Oh.
It's not glitching, is it?
Oh.
No, it's still good. I can make a phone call right now.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
All right, so we're gonna let that marinate in there. Another item I'm not gonna test now, but the big finale I'm gonna test is I'm gonna test this at the end. We're gonna put this thing in there
Oh,
and
that
see
was
if
cool.
it floats and see if it'll work. This is my kayak radio. We're gonna turn her on and set it in there.
I love that thing. You can even leave it off, and the salt water should trigger that strobe even if it's off.
Okay, one thing that Coach wanted tested was, I'm going to do it right now, which was the difference of sinking rate between mono and fluorocarbon. So I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. We're going to give it a shot, but I'm going to cut off a piece of mono here. So I've got a Big Game mono 15 pound. I've got Yozuri 15 pound. And I've got Daiwa 15 pound. So Muto's calling me right now, but Muto, you're calling me on the wrong phone. That's pretty good, Muto.
That's so funny.
So, all right. So, you can't see me. I'm going to go ahead and cut this line right here, and I'm cutting the Daiwa. I'm going to cut it about 8-inch piece off of this thing.
The Ned rig died. What happens to the Ned rig?
Oh, he went out. All right. So can you see that line?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to drop. This is the fluorocarbon Daiwa. This flavor right here. Fluorocarbon Daiwa. Me and Salty's probably favorite leader. I'm going to go ahead and see if that thing sinks. Okay, she's sinking. Can you see it?
I see it barely.
It's sinking slowly.
Oh, I just hit the bottom. Yep. And it's tilting over.
Just laid over, yeah. Yep. So I'm going to try to cut off the same length of mono.
Okay.
So it sank pretty slow. This is the Big Game flavor.
Okay.
Really old spool. This is probably from the 90s. And here we go. Let's see how that sinks. Oh, really slow.
It is sinking.
It's sinking.
I thought mono didn't sink.
I'm going to tap her a little. She's up here on the surface. Still floating.
I see it super slow.
Still going. It's really slow. So obviously fluoro
there it goes.
sinks much faster than mono. So, and then we're going to try out the Yozuri to see if it has any difference in different manufacturers here. So this is the Yozuri. And if you guys want anything tested, put it in the chat room and keep an eye on that. And all.
I got
all kinds of weird things I'm going to test here. Here's a Yozuri. This is the actual pink shade. Nice. 15 pounds, same as the other. So I'm going to drop that in.
If you guys are enjoying the show so far, please do me a favor, hit that like button, guys. If you're watching from a tablet or a phone, you might have to exit the chat, hit that like, and then jump back in the chat.
Looks like it sank about the same speed as the other fluorocarbon. So mono, slow. And we're going to go ahead and give out one more thing. We're going to test out the J braid. So we'll see how the braid sinks down.
That's so cool. Can you test braid?
I'm doing it.
Braid right here. Here we go. We're doing braid right now. Jesse.
Here's a piece of J braid, 15 pound. This is all 15 pound I'm testing. So my theory, what's your theory on this?
I think it's going to float.
I think it's going to float too, because it floats on the top, when you're cast it in, you see it in the flow surface. Let's see what it does.
That's like, it's dark lines, so you can actually see that one better.
Yeah, she's just floating up there. Now it's kind of It's dropping a little, but yeah, she's a floater.
The judge says to test a 4-ounce pyramid weight.
It's a glass tank, so let's see how the phone's doing. She's still going.
Dang. You know, do you want to take that out of there?
Nah, we're gonna leave that in there for a
give me
while.
anxiety.
Zach Riggs would never feel me. All right, so the Ned rig's dead. Let's see what's going on with that.
Did I get knocked over by the phone? Is that what happened?
Stand this Ned rig up again. Maybe once they've been in there for a while, they suck in all the juice.
Let's see. Drop it in there.
There she goes.
No, I think the
straight up.
phone knocked it over.
All right, Roman, what would you like to see next? Let's start. We want to start putting some weights on some of these baits.
Yes.
Test underwater call with Brian on. This is my backup phone. What do
Your
you call
burner
it?
phone?
Burner phone.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
I always wanted to test these. The hyperlastic. You ever fish these? The tailspin hyperlastic. Don't ever put them with a different type of bait. But
Oh, no, I haven't.
one, these were pretty popular, spotty bowl, and I haven't heard a lot of people fishing these lately. But hyperlastic, pretty durable. Open this baby up. Brand new. So you can see they got a little tailspin on them. These are spotty slayers. They work really well.
Is there a way we could do with line so we can see the action instead of I mean,
I
what,
can do it, guys, but it's gonna take me a second to tie lines on things.
are you guys
for
okay
sure.
with waiting a little bit so we can tie lines on there? What even if do we have like a what is it
I
called?
got it.
Like a little clip or something?
That's not a bad idea. I'll just tie a real quick knot here.
Because especially with that kind of bait, if we like let it drop on one side of the tank, and then use the line to like do a couple pops, that way it comes across the bottom, and then we can see like the heads moving, all that stuff. Oh yeah, there we go.
So she's. Let me cast her out. So she sinks, but she has some buoyancy to her, I guess. I don't know. Not a very exciting bait to test, but
I mean, I think that would do well like on a maybe some docks or something.
sure.
When it's dropping, it's got a little tail going.
It's a pretty popular bait. They hold up to spotties pretty well. You catch a lot of spotties in there.
That seems like it's something that like what's his name would use. Aaron.
Yeah, he
DFA?
likes and stuff.
He likes those style of lures.
Next up, Chad wanted me to test the hookup bait, so I'm going to test the hookup bait two different ways. I'm just curious here. So if you know what a hookup bait is, looks like this, a tube bait.
Yep.
I'm going to drop her in and see how she falls and floats, and then I'm going to fill her up. Chad always says to fill it up with scent. So I'm going to take his scent and fill this thing up and see if that floats. So here we go. See if she flutters. Wait, now, this is a pretty big bait.
Dario
You know
said, "Underwater puppet show. I'm gonna get my kid." That's so good.
Probably a little smaller one. I think this is the 3/8 flavor, maybe. So a little smaller one. Let's see how she floats.
Bikerboard Larry wants to know what the 3-pounder ate.
Oh, Bikerboard Larry. We're going to get the PB shout outs here in about 5 minutes. And we'll show pictures of that. And
Perfect.
we'll tell the whole story to that.
Can you drop that one again? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. I went down like a lightning. So I think a lot of these have to have some type of.
Yes, like the line, right?
Yeah.
Like the line gives it something to like pivot on.
So here we go. I'm going to drop it in again. It's a straight downer. So
Yeah. What's the lightest? Oh yeah. But see, it's got that action.
let's load her up with some bait and
Okay.
see if it. I don't think it's. I don't think we have enough depth in this tank.
Yeah.
to make
That's what I say.
difference, but
What's your lightest submission jig?
I'll throw that in. I think I might have a prototype jig.
What's the lightest you make, Muto?
So here we
Okay.
go with scent.
It's juiced up.
About the same. So
Yeah.
who knows on that action?
If
So you want-
we tie it and like kind of jig it, we can get an idea for the action. I think.
So here's my Submission Fishing Co. box.
Boom.
stuff
Oh, 10
right here.
ounce.
I don't know.
Do you have a
let's see what
10
I got.
ounce?
I do.
That might be enough. And ideally, with the slow pitch jig, you want your line to have as little effect on it as possible, right?
Yeah, I think this thing's gonna drop straight to the bottom. I don't think it's gonna
Drop
be
it sideways. See if it makes a difference. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, we don't have enough depth, but
a little shallow. So
With
I'm
the
gonna
shot.
test out a few more baits, guys, and we're gonna move on to PB shoutouts here. But of course, I gotta test out the gulps, right?
yeah.
Berkeley gulp, curly tail, we love them. Everybody uses them. I'm just gonna start throwing some random stuff in there. So there's the gulp. She's a sinker. I would have
Yep.
thought that would have float, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, that thing is dead. But I mean, that's probably why it works so well with the drop shot because it's like suspended.
The TRD diesel, the minnow. That's
I think
a
those
very
float.
popular. Yeah, I guarantee this will float. I don't even need to. They're floaters.
Oh yeah. Hey, that last video that I put out, shameless plug, Lost Sessions episode 2, guys. It's out. I put it out I think today. Go check it out on my regular channel. I'm fishing one of these, but in chartreuse on a cool baits underspin with a gold blade, and that thing was fire, man. That thing was getting bit.
Okay, we got a perfectly rigged bait here, and we're gonna see if she floats like a Ned rig. Oh yeah. So the TRDs, I know when you're dragging those and you go for that pause. If we're gonna get any kind of science out of this, the TRDs, when you're mainly the person that I fish with most that fishes those is Kruger. He loves those TRDs. I think probably 'cause they're super durable, but you guys can see that they float. So when you're dragging that thing through the grass, you got enough weight on it to keep it to the bottom. But when you pause it, it's gonna stand up like that. And then when it takes off again, it looks like a fish kind of stopped and it's feeding on the bottom and then takes off again. I think that's one of the reasons why those things work so well.
Need a trigger warning on this show now. Hey, so on that head, like the Z-Man head I like to use is a power finesse one, guys, because that one has like a longer shank on the hook, and the hook comes out kind of by where that little fin is instead of like way by the head. So it gives,
Are you largemouth guys? Here's a Senko right here.
oh
Let's see.
yeah, those kind of super slow sink, right?
Should have a really slow sink. We're not like they're not totally buoyant, but it should sink slow.
Oh wow,
A little faster than
that's
I thought.
not slow at all.
And let's try a different brand, maybe. Here's the power bait flavor. 45% more fish. Holy smokes!
Oh,
Wow,
dude, that's a fish guarantee on the package. Wow.
Here we go. Power bait.
I think you're right, Todd.
About the same speed.
That suspended bait looks like like a razor clam. Yep.
You talking about the Z-Man?
Yeah.
Here's another popular one. 18 times longer the fish will hold on to this baby.
Oh
And
dang.
I think last time I was out salty when we were pre-fishing San Diego Bay, I caught a sand bass on one of these guys. This is the exact package right here. So these guys will work in the bays.
What's up, Iron Fish? Welcome to the show.
So let's see what this guy does. Creature bait, our first creature bait in the tank.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, she's a floater. So let me show you what that guy looks like rigged up. And I'm just using the standard ball jig head here. You can
Day rate said 60% of the time it works every time.
let me show you how to put one of these perfectly.
If you do it, there you go.
He's slippery.
You catch it to the finger. Careful.
Perfectly rigged, straight as an arrow. Salty approved. That's what I call the broken back method. It looks like your
Oh my
creature
god.
has a broken back. And you'll see what kind of action you get out of the broken back.
It's vulnerable. You gotta thin the herd.
Okay, now if you're a fish and you see that, that's super fishy to me, doesn't it? Like for finesse, slow, moving around. Let's get some.
Dude, that's probably gonna kill for spot. I don't want to do that one. I'm gonna fish that one.
You can fish any creature bait.
I'm gonna fish that one. That's so nice because it stands up.
You want a creature bait that's gonna kill for spotties? Go ahead and give one of these girls a try. This is the Kitech makes them.
But will it float?
They're not 16 times. They won't hold on to it 16 times more likely, but it does have real strong squid flavoring. So
Oh, in case you get hungry.
it's coming double layer. Ooh, that thing's got some pungent smell to it.
Is it?
Smells like dirty laundry and like a old egg. Slow sinker. So many baits in there now. You can barely see her, but yeah, she's laying on her side. Boy, that Berkeley one really stands up nice,
I
doesn't it?
like it.
The Berkeley one's standing straight up. Let's see what other creature baits I got. This is the Zoom product. You ever fish Zoom?
Yeah, I like their flukes.
Yeah,
I like
they
their
make
flukes.
nice fluke.
Yeah.
This right here, well, the package is so worn off, but I can't even read it.
Dave Rage said Salty's gonna gut punch you next time he sees you.
This is a more basic.
Oh my God.
It just has the. Let's see if I can get this in frame here. Just has the.
Paddles. Oh, that's
looks
cool.
like the claws. So let's see if she floats. I'm gonna have to get the net out, clean this thing out.
Oh, that's not bad. It does sink, but like it looks okay.
It's not like that Berkeley that's standing straight
Yeah.
up. So I'm gonna get the net and clean this thing out. We're gonna test a few more, and then we're gonna go to PB shoutouts here, guys.
you scooped and you got like one bait out of like the whole, and only because I had a hook.
It's not as easy as it looks.
Oh, so funny.
Here's the Muto special coming in. That's prototype. I'm not even sure if that's released.
Is that a 10? Is that a 10 or what was that?
That's a 10.
Are you gonna have those at the show, Muto? The 10s. The
Gonna leave
Berkeley is
that
an eye
set.
opener. Yeah, Salty. I wanna try to fish that one. I love the way it stands up. Also, those diesel minnows. I always fish them with like a regular head. I didn't think to put those on like a Ned rig.
Believe it or not, Owner makes a creature bait. This is the Owner. Let's see what they say.
But does it float?
Tasty. This is a tasty one.
Oh, okay. Tasty
So,
set. Nice.
I can't read that.
Four out of 5 bass think
What's
it's
that say?
tasty. Sugito Sencho.
That must mean scent. Looks like a shrimp, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna throw this guy in there.
Hey Jeff,
So-
welcome.
Is that one cool tuna? What's up, Jeff?
We're
gonna
playing a
go
game called Will It Float? Okay, hold on. Let's do this. We're about to drop the next. We should have done this from the beginning. I didn't think about it till now. Let me know in the chat. Will it float? Show the package again.
This right here is more of a largemouth bait, but this is the Owner soft bait.
Owner soft bait. Let me know in the chat what you think it's gonna happen. Will it float? Yes or no? Let's go. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right. By the time it. Oh, game. Oh, okay. I was not expecting it to float.
Let's go ahead and put a
I got a
ball
lot of
jig
no's
in.
coming in here. Dang. Nope. No. Like,
See if she'll compete with the perfectly rigged.
Oh my gosh! Everybody thought it was gonna not float. I thought it was not gonna float too. Oh, that's nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's real nice.
They probably haven't seen a lot of those.
Okay, I like that.
I don't think I've ever fished this for spotties. This is
Okay.
one of the largemouth baits, but I thought I'd give her a shot. But the Owner soft bait with the tasty scent shows you how to rig it right on the back.
Yeah, she just had to rig it appropriately if you want to do that kind of thing.
Eh.
That's pretty good. Was not expecting that to float.
So are you coming around on the creature bait run here?
Oh yeah, I've done creature baits before. I used to fish like the knockout craws from Demiki.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, the dark sleeper, dude.
Let's see. My prediction of the dark sleepers is going to sink like a rock.
Oh, of course, yeah. But is it
That's
gonna? But is it gonna
because
flap the
people-
tail as it sinks down? Oh yeah.
That's just. a
Oh, it
rock.
went upright. Okay.
Yeah, he's going a little bit up.
Next week, maybe guys, we'll do a how to rig your bait perfectly,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we'll have a guest do it because I don't know, Brian.
I can do it. Just mainly do it just to bother salty. Period. Here's your creature bait on a swim jig. Looks like
Hold it lower.
brand of this. I think it's another Dobbins with the weed guard.
Hold it lower. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Ready to see some action?
Do over to the. Oh,
Let me get her up.
not bad.
Get out of the way, Berkeley. Stop hogging the show. Get out
He's
of
like-
the way there.
He's like,
Dark
hey,
Twisted.
look at me. Hey, look at me. Hey, look at me.
Let's get some current going in here and see what these things look like. Yeah, I mean, all those are standing up pretty good, huh?
Well, that one with the skirt, is it standing up?
Look at what's still working, too.
Nice.
It's still going. Thanks, Zach. That thing worked. And it floats.
Oh, what happened to the tube bait with Alka-Seltzer in it? Tube bait with Alka-Seltzer in it.
Tube bait with Alka-Seltzer.
That sounds awesome.
The hard baits? Anybody want to see the hard bait?
Hard baits float. Most hard baits float, right?
Yeah, the only thing I thought is the lipless crankbaits. So, gosh darn it, I forgot the name of this guy right here. Forgot who.
Oh,
makes
the
it.
rattle, like a rattle trap.
Yeah, let's see if a lipless crankbait floats.
Those sink, right? Oh,
Sinks like a rock.
yeah.
That's one of the reasons they're hard to fish, I think, because you have to really get a good cadence on those.
Joe, we
Or-
did the hub with juice. It sinks it sinks at the same rate. It just goes straight down. Oh, you need to put a line on that
Yeah.
so we can see how it wiggles.
Show gonna be going down as like a. You remember the time that we tested these in the tank? Are you guys finding this interesting? I don't know.
Is this generating more questions and doubts than answering questions?
Let's scoop some of these things
That's
out.
part of the science, right?
If I get one of these trebles in there, I'm never gonna get it off the net. Oh my gosh, yeah, she's stuck on the net.
This would be a fine seminar at one of those shows.
Maybe
we should
I'll
get.
bring this Muto. We're gonna set this up at the booth.
Oh my gosh, that you know what? Actually, that's a good idea, dude. Because like, if you could do something like that, people will go hang out at your booth and just it generates
You've got a
interest. You know,
40-foot deep booth though, or hole, to throw a Muto jig down there.
that's true.
This is the one I'm it's the most surprising one to me is that
Yeah.
Berkeley creature bait. That thing's. I'm gonna leave that in there just because I'm giving her an A+.
I think if you had that without a broken back, it would stand up even better.
Nah, and then it would look too realistic.
Oh, is the video not clear?
Just wish the video is clear. Yeah, I know. I wish I had a super high def camera. So guys, I'm gonna take a few requests right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and cut the PB shout outs. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in an MC swim bait. Bam, they float. No question about that. Here's a skinny MC swim bait. Let's throw that in there. Those float. Let's see what they do with the small jig head on them.
Okay.
Another MC swim bait. Yeah, so they're all floaters. We'll go ahead and put on a 1/4 ounce cool bait underspin. This one's seen some action. Let's see if I can perfectly rig it for you, Roman.
Yeah, it's a winter Mission Bay water, so it's a little bit clearer. Did you try gulp? Yeah, we tried gulp. Those sink.
There you go, Salty. How's that look?
Oh, nice.
Would you guys grade that? Either an A or an A+. What do you give that? So see, I can.
What do you think? Great or the greatest?
So I think it'll sink and just lay on the bottom. Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Good sink.
for those kind of baits, you need to have that line so you could just swim it across the thing.
Yeah, because the line would be pulling it up, so the jig head would be facing it upward, and then
Oh.
the second it hits the bottom, we start reeling in.
Yep.
Any last requests, Roman? Try a Lucky Craft. I do have a Lucky Craft.
A Lucky Craft minnow. What's a Lucky Craft?
Hey, is this a Lucky Craft? Here you go.
Oh yeah, those
I
float.
think we all know what this little jerk bait's gonna do, right? Nice, nice floats, nice and level. Yeah, this is like one of the screensaver moments, huh?
It says try one of those big worms. Oh, we did the Senko. Is that what you mean? Eric?
You're talking about, they probably want to see the margarita mugulator.
Oh,
large
robo
guys.
worms. Yeah, those are cool. I use those
How
in
you guys fish this in the bay?
freshwater.
I've tried it. I've never had any success with it, but I've always, when you go drop shot for largemouth in tournaments, this is like the
Okay.
tube. It's
Robo worm in the chat. Will it float? Will it float? Let us know. What do you think?
margarita mutilator flavor. Let's see what
That's
she
the one,
says on the
too.
packaging here. Salt release system.
Okay. Kevin says float.
Float. No, she's a drop shot
Okay.
worm.
Jeff
for
says
me.
float. Salty says float. Okay. All right. We're ready. Oh, wrong again. Oh,
Slow.
man. Okay. So I'm glad we're doing this show because now you guys are getting like we're getting some knowledge here. We're all learning here. That's crazy. Yeah, I thought the other one wasn't going to float. I thought this one was going to. Anyway, I was wrong both times too, guys. So don't feel bad. Interesting. Yeah, I would have thought this was going to float.
Yeah, because it really feels like the same materials as MC swim baits, and those
Yeah.
things float really well. So kind of odd. Let's clean this tank out. So any last requests, Rum?
Any last requests, guys, in the chat? Let me know. I'm 0 for 2, says Jeff. Yeah, me too, Jeff. I think so.
It's still working.
So even though you have okay,
Still-
I think anything that has salt in the bait is gonna sink, right? Because it makes it more dense than
Vice versa, right? Am I wrong on that?
nope. It's gotta be this way because more salt makes it heavy, makes it more dense than fresh water, right? And so it sinks. Even in salt water, there's still more salt in the bait, so that's why it sinks. I think. I don't know. Who knows science? Maybe Todd.
Todd
God.
probably did. So Kitech makes another, not the Fat Impact, but they make this. It says custom on here, custom worms.
Custom worms.
Easy shiner, 4-inch, easy.
Okay, will it float? Let me know in the chat, boys. Will that one float?
So this came out of the
Oh,
Eric.
Jeff
box.
says the salt should make it float. Okay. Yeah, buoyancy is better in salt water. Yep.
So here we go. Kitech easy shiner, not the fat slim or Fat Impact. So let's see what she'll do.
So
What's her
Roy
sink?
says no. Jeff
Sink,
says yes.
float.
Ironfish says yes.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go, guys. Sink.
Slow
Okay,
sinker.
so Kevin was right. Float. Oh, I guess Jeff is 0 for 3. I was wrong too, Jeff. I thought I was in a float. I thought I was in a float. Interesting.
Here's some extra credit. These are all my baits I've been using for the year. So
Oh, nice.
I try to keep them in this bag. I don't know what I'm gonna do. with
Well,
it.
Todd
Maybe
said
I'll
it's all about molecular weight. Thanks, Todd. That's just as good as not answering the question because I have no idea. I was kidding.
pull out that big boy. That's a big Z-Man 7-inch, I think. Let's see what that thing will do. Let's put in a big Z-Man and not Z-Man. What am I saying? Kitech, and let's put
Kitech,
in a small Kitech and see. Okay, so I think we already did this, but here's that
Oh, dang.
gigantic Kitech. Sink or float, Roman?
And polarity, interesting. I'm gonna go with sink. What do you guys think? Sink or float?
I'm gonna go with slow sinker.
On the fat Kitech. Let's go. What?
Floater.
What? And that one does that one not have salt?
I don't have the packaging, but here's the standard
my
Kitech. This
gosh.
is, I think a 3.8.
That one you can see the salt in it. Oh yeah.
Sinker. So, that's where maybe it's the size of it. Let's see if I can find a 4.8. Here's a 4.8, same color as that other one.
Salty said that's a knockoff Kitech.
I think it is. Salty.
Yeah, if you're right, Salty, because it doesn't have salt in it. Look at that thing. Yoink.
I'm pretty sure that's that's the real deal.
Knock Tech.
Okay, last test, guys. So I bought this thing on advice by a guy on YouTube saying that this radio works really well, and pretty much all my kayaking advice goes through this guy. And he said this was the one to get, so I shot right on down to West Marine. Got the warranty on her,
Nice.
so I'm not too worried. But
Make sure the antenna is fully tight on there.
I'm gonna go ahead and Can you hear that?
Yep.
Chance of rain after midnight.
Oh wow, it's working.
Extended forecast for the San Diego County.
All right, will it float? Is it gonna float or is it gonna sink? The manufacturer says it should float. But you
Let's
never
hope
know.
she floats and works afterwards. Let me make sure all the tabs are pushed in.
Yep.
Everything looks ready to go. This one's even got the distress button on the back. And it's a little fancier one. It is the standard Horizon HX890 with built-in GPS and, most importantly, FM radio.
Perfect.
All right, here we go, guys. Float, float. It better float. That's what they advertise, right?
Yep.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Oh, the strobe went off.
Yeah, as soon as it goes into contact with salt water, the strobe goes off. So if you drop it at night and your kayak rolls, can you take it out and then turn it off? I want to see if, yeah, so the answer you get is yes, it floats. Can you take it out, turn it off, and then drop it in there again? I want to see if the strobe goes off while it's off.
Sure.
Because that way, like if you know, sometimes you have your radio off. Say you dump it at night and it happens to be off. As long as it has battery, the strobe I think should start going. Like it's
Monday night, mostly cloudy.
All right, so you turn it off.
And I just want to see if the strobe goes off when it's off.
Okay, so she's totally off.
No strobe?
Yeah. Yeah, she's still going. The strobe just went off.
Perfect. Cool. So that's the part I wasn't sure of. So that's cool. Thanks for doing that test, Brian. That's awesome. Yeah, so the reason I like this model is for that strobe. Well, not just for the strobe, but I like the extra feature of the strobe. So the charging ports on either side of the base, it also uses those as electrodes, and when it gets to salt water, the salt water completes that circuit, and so it triggers the strobe even if it's off. So if you were to drop it overboard at night while it was off, the strobe will start going off, and at least you have a better chance of finding it. Cool.
That's
Very
pretty
nice.
cool. I didn't even know it had a strobe.
That's cool.
All right. So I'm gonna say I mean, it's only been in there for a foot deep, but I'm gonna say
Yeah, that's good.
still on.
Rain. Rain may be
This is like bad news right here.
in the morning. Around 54 in the western
That
valley.
is hilarious.
4 to 50 near the foothills.
Ugh, that's terrible. All right. All right, let's take out the cell phone, see if she held up, see if Zach Riggs gave me a good case. So underwater.
Is Riggs in here? Is Zach Riggs in the house? Zach
I'm gonna-
Riggs?
Stick this thing all the way down too, like if it was in your pocket. It's just been floating. See if she turns on again. She's still on.
Very
She's still
nice.
upside down.
So the
Oh.
case is good.
Take this thing out.
That's so funny. All right.
It's still working. I'm gonna take her out of the case.
Excuse me.
This is a Johto. Is that a brand name? Johto?
That is hilarious. Non-Spanish.
Is that Spanish or something?
No,
That's-
no, it's not Brian.
Okay.
It's not Brian. Don't look it up.
So there you go.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Do you plan this thing? Oh my god.
I
So
cannot help
sad.
myself.
Very nice. Well, Brian, that was an awesome segment. Round of applause from the live studio audience.
All right, one more test, please.
What up, Dino? Let's go. Very
We're gonna see if
nice.
the cell phone just works underwater. Period. You ready?
No. Oh
What?
my gosh. No. Oh.
Oh, she didn't even make it an inch in there. Hold on a second.
Oh my gosh. It's already dead.
It's already dead. Just
Oh,
a
why'd you
bare-
do that? Oh my gosh.
Oh no, she's firing up.
Oh, she just reset. Oh my god, I need to turn that thing off. Yeah, it's already water damage. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Zach. Well, the case worked.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, geez, false advertisement.
Now how are you gonna make your burner
That's-
calls?
My kid's phone.
Oh, that's so sad. Joseph, put it in rice.
Does that work? All right.
It
so I'm
does.
gonna
It does
go ahead
work.
and switch back here, Roman.
Right, give me a second. I'm gonna shift over here. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. What up, Steven? Welcome. Oh, look at all it took was Brian to ruin his phone for Steven to leave a message. What up, Steven? Welcome. Jig nice dude. Jinx, awesome. All right. While we're waiting for Brian, I got some. Oh, actually, Brian's back. But I'm gonna switch over to Brian real quick, and then is Zach in the house? Is Mr. Zach Riggs? If he's not, well, now I can always have a little Zach. Here we go.
Hey, this is Zach, and I'm at Super Rigs, and you're watching Fishy Hour. May the bite be with you. Yeah!
Perfect. Yeah. Nice, Zach. So,
Riggs.
yeah, Mr. Zach Riggs in the house. Super Riggs. Oh, nice, Steven. Welcome. Cool. That was crazy. Did you really ruin your phone, Brian? Come on.
So, what did you guys think of that test? I don't know. I mean, it was kind of, I don't know. How's it look at home? I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. Is this something you guys like, kind of testing things like this?
I think it's a good concept. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
We need to do like maybe the like a little what's it called? Like a little loop, like a little tie. What's it called? A little clip. A clip. So we can switch. So we can cycle to the baits. And
I don't know, because it's only like a foot deep and only like a foot wide.
Yeah, but like that foot or a foot and a half. It looks like you can still like you can hold it in one side and then swim it across, like drag it across, take some of that swim action.
Get a 40-gallon long tank. Yeah. What do you think about just going to a swimming pool and putting an underwater camera in there and chucking things in?
We could do that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be fun. We know a guy, right? Doesn't Scotty have a pool?
Yeah, Scotty has a pool. He's down the street.
All right. Let's try that.
He's super down for that stuff too.
So I think the thing that I learned about this is that Berkeley power bait, 16 times more scent or 16 times longer bite. That thing floated really good. So Salty, I threw that thing, got bit on it. So I think that's a pretty good bait to give a try out if you guys are getting into creature baits. I think that's a good one. Floated nicely. All right, guys. So if you're new to the show, it's time for PB shoutouts, Roman.
Very nice. Oh, sorry, I was distracted with the chat. Yeah, biker board there. That's a good one too. Just basically, I'll jump in the bay and you swim baits past me.
There you go.
Yeah.
You have a video. Roman guys, was diving, and I saw him, and you were out there with somebody.
Hey, Dale, welcome.
And remember you were down there, and I casted, and you were filming it, and I actually caught a spotty.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't have enough footage to make a video out of it, but I have enough footage to make a short.
Yeah, make a short out of that. So we have already done that before. Roman was diving and I was fishing, and we actually got a fish, I think, on video doing that.
Yeah, I happened to be in the bay with
Jeff,
Oscar.
Sorry, go ahead.
With Oscar, Tony, and Tony's wife, and I think Bo was there too. I was teaching these guys how to free dive.
That's who it was. One cool tuna is saltwater. He says needs to be salt. That is saltwater out of Mission Bay, right?
It's
there.
high quality Mission Bay saltwater.
I'm gonna be bathing in that later.
Nice. That's so funny.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to my screen share here, Roman.
Okay. Oh, give me a second. Oh no, don't give me a second.
It's crazy today. My kids were on eBay all day today. If they're still there when I get home, I'm gonna lower the price.
That's so funny.
When you're ready.
All right. Let's listen real quick.
This is Danny with Iowa. You're watching Fishy Hour, and may the bite be with you.
Woo, let's go, Danny. That was a nice one. That was a very nice one. Oh, and we're back. Perfect. Here we go. We got to do this.
We've seen you out on the water. They say you fishing harder. I guess we'll find out this week on our PB Shout Out!
Let's go. That's Cal up front, double fisting as he always does. If you guys want to be on PB Shoutouts, send a picture and a story to me. Brian Likes to Fish on Discord or Instagram. Send me a picture of a fish from way back when you were a kid. Anytime. I'll take any picture. Send me a picture of those crafts, whatever you'd like. Stick it on there. I'll put anything on anything. So here we go. First up.
Whoa.
This guy, right? This guy right here, if you don't know who that is Alexis. What's up? Saw you in chat earlier. Alexis, a car salesman.
Let's
He was
go.
spotty fishing over at Harbor Island and managed to cover a lot of water, constantly moving and covering water. That's the way
It's a
to
nice
do
bass
it.
right there. Very
You've been
nice.
listening, man. You move. I've always packed lightly, and I caught this spotty on a Kitech with a 1/2-inch ball jig head. Heck yeah, that's dude. Can't go wrong with that.
Sometimes it's just like you go super basic, and I mean it works. Yeah.
Yep, nothing special.
You don't
It was
feel
a good fight. Took me under the structure. Got him out, obviously. My setup was a Daiwa BG 2500. Love the Daiwa BG series. I had me a 1500 and a 2-piece Shimano rod he got at Walmart. Heck
Oh,
yeah.
I love the 2-piece rod. Yeah.
Simple setup and loads of fun. That's right, man. That's what it's all about. Looks like a pretty nice fish. Congratulations. Shore pounding's tough right now.
Very nice.
Here's a crazy picture, Roman. Bam.
What?
That's what I said. So Sammy Prim sent me this picture.
It's an oarfish, right?
This is an 18-foot oarfish found on Catalina Island.
Oh,
15 people were needed to carry this 400-pound giant. These fish can
That
reach.
last lady at the end could have not held the little tip.
She's got a 15. She's at the business stand at least.
That's pretty cool.
Where was I? These fish can reach up to 26 feet long. The body of this 18-foot male was found in Catalina Island in California last month. 5 days later, a 15-foot female washed up 50 miles away.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine if you're out on your yak fishing La Jolla and you get a tug and you actually get that thing up to the surface?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's crazy.
What would be the fight with that? It'd be impossible, wouldn't it?
It probably
You
has
think?
so much swim power because it's all like surface area.
All body,
Yeah.
400 pounds. I mean, 400 pounds and all body. I can't imagine. I wonder if that's crazy. I know they're super rare. They like haven't even been like filmed in wild for a long time, right? It's like a rare fish, but
That's
pretty cool looking.
That's crazy. Real quick before you tell us about this picture, I just want to remind everybody that if right now we're at 41 viewers. Thank you so much for being here. If you're not a member of CCA, do me a favor and please consider becoming a member. We're gonna type into the chat !CCA. Go check out their website. I'll be putting out some short that they put out earlier tomorrow, and just if you're not in CCA yet, they're doing a good job of trying to retain our fishing grounds and rights. So big, huge. Do me a favor, get informed and become a member of CCA, guys. All right, let's keep it going.
Absolutely. Next up, we got Cash. Cash up there in OC. Thank you so much, Cash. You've been sending a lot of great
That's
pictures.
cool.
This is his PB trout. Caught it on a pink mini jig with 2-pound line at Santee Lakes.
That's
How
cool.
many times have you been to Santee Lakes?
No,
I've been there 100 times. My son still goes there all the time.
that's fun.
That is a Santee Lakes monster. 2-pound line. That's the way the trout gotta go, though. I was fishing the dock at Lake 6. Put up a great fight on the 2-pound line. We ate her for dinner. It was on a Daiwa ultralight combo, and I don't have the length, but he thinks it was around 3 pounds.
That's nice.
Santee
It's
Lakes.
a lot of meat there.
Looks like he's got an RV. I see an awning here. See a barbecue. That's a nice weekend right there, Cash. Congratulations on that thing. Next up, bam, we got some tuna slayers here. It looks like
That's right.
Jeff, One Cool Tuna took this. Why aren't you in the picture, Jeff? What's going? This came from Roman, so this is a little while ago. But Jeff was on a 3-day offshore on the Vagabond. Was able to get 3 fish on the trip. A slow bite for the first 2 days, and then went off on the last day at the last hour. Of course it did.
Wow, that's awesome.
I started out with a small yellowfin, 13-pound, caught on the troll on a cedar plug, daisy chain.
Cedar plug.
Yeah.
Daisy chain.
Yeah. Then at 6 p.m., I was able to get a bluefin, 54-pound, on a 400-kilogram long Katy Perry color. Is that rainbow? Katy Perry color jig. And then 20 minutes later, 84-pound bluefin.
Holy.
On the deck. My charter on the Vagabond was 24 fishermen. We ended up with 30 bluefin, 2 yellowfin. A little slow, but we fished from Ensenada, San Clemente Island. The bite was just a little picky. Picture of the fish is 54 pounds, so let's go ahead and see that. Bam! There's this fish right there. Oh, you can see the Katy Perry jig in his mouth. That was right. I
Interesting.
think that's like a pink yellow.
Yellow and
54
purple?
pounder. The
Sorry.
group shot was a few. The group shot was a few of the best trip, and the third pick was of his 24-pound. Bam, right there. That
Oh,
looks like
very
50
nice.
to me. I don't know. 24-pound, all 3 fish. Bam. Nice job, Jeff.
That's cool. Very cool.
Okay, next.
The way that Jeff submitted his photos, he went through our new system. So if you go to fishyhour.com/pb, forward slash shoutouts, you can submit videos and story and your photos through the website, and those I'll get those to Brian. He can include them in the next PB shoutout. Go ahead.
That's right. And don't forget, we're showing videos now on PB Shoutouts. If you saw last week, I showed the first few videos. So send me a video too. Showing videos now. All right. So here we got James Collins sent this in of Caitlin, his girlfriend. And he says, sometimes my girlfriend outfishes me. We had a
nice
great
fish.
night with multiple fish over 2 pounds, all on a 3/8 swim jig with a big hammer, a ringer worm as a trailer in Huntington Harbor. I really want to go
Oh,
up there.
cool.
James, if you're listening, when the water warms up, I'm gonna head up there. We're gonna jump on the Cool Baits Express and we're gonna check that place out. James tells me there's a lot of big fish up there. The rod they were using was a rod that he designed. I didn't know. James, did you design a rod?
Okay,
Or
that's
a
cool.
rod called the JC Allspin. Must James call it Allspin? I'll check that rod out, James. 40-pound braid, 15-pound floral on Shimano Sustain 3000 on his boat. She almost let her rock her, but she was able to pull her out. So multiple 2-pounders in a day. That's a good day right there.
Yeah.
That looks like that's a female, it looks like to me. That's a nice, you can always tell by the mouth. See that big mouth? Those big 2-pounders have that big mouth. So James, looking forward to fishing with you up there sometime in the future. You don't know who that is? That's Michael Tran and Dylan.
Very cool.
What's up, Michael? You didn't
Nice.
include a picture with your fish, so I just included a picture that I had of you. So that's probably wondering where I got this. That's the one you sent in a while ago. That's Michael Tran and Dylan hanging out.
Chilling. Nice.
Here we go. He went fishing on Friday in Newport. It was a big tide change, almost too tough to fish. 7-foot plus tide change. Yeah, those are tough. Those are tough. We had a
So
9.
that's a legal. That's a legal fish right there.
Yeah, she's got a bent back. You straighten that thing out a little bit. That's gonna go
Probably like a
probably
15,
15.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that's. He says, let me know if you have any advice for big tide swings. Yeah, we got all kinds of advice. Go heavier. Just stay on the bottom. That's a whole show right there. Use the new submission fishing 15 gram on the docks and the mooring boats. Got 3 fish for the day. My PB, which is that one right there, 14.5. I think you could have milked
That's a
that
15,
more.
dude. That's at least 15.
14.5. He says, if the position of the fish was better, I probably could have got a 14.75. Need 5 of these for Spotty Bowl. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, nice.
Fisherman's Access saw the Instagram post and went right over and picked some up.
Perfect.
I like the dart. I like the way that it darts under the dock with its shape. Heck yeah, the submission fishing code jig right there. Bam. See it in its mouth. That's a stout fish too. He's got, he's not super skinny back here. He's got all beef all the way back. Nice lines too, huh?
Yeah.
Beautiful fish. Probably the most beautiful fish in the ocean.
Very
Definitely.
nice.
Next up, these two guys.
Let's go. Nice, dude.
On the right, that is Salty Dangler, my partner.
What do you get? What's that reel?
We got ourselves a Dio Alexa TW. That's a nice
That's
reel right
nice,
there.
dude.
300 size with some braid. We got ourselves a Daiwa Proteus rod. But the biggest thing is me and Salty went up there to Newport Fish SPS and we got big bass. So we're pretty stoked about that.
You got big basses.
That's right. So got a lot of guys have been wanting to hear. Here's Salty holding up 2 of our fish right here. Salty, let's go. Weren't able to get first in the tournament, but we got big bass, so we're happy with that. Here's that bass I was talking about. This is my PB in weight. This guy right here is an official 3-pound spotty, guys. I'm super stoked to get this thing in a tournament. I mean, just to get a 3, I couldn't let Salty have all the fun because he just got a right like last month, and you can't let that guy have all the fun. So,
was your 3-pounder heavier than Salty's 3-pounder?
Oh my gosh, I had this long coverage. We didn't weigh it when we caught it.
Oh.
But we knew it was a big one. It was a log, dude. It wasn't like super long, but it was a beefy.
It looks thick,
and
dude.
I told Salty's was 3.17. I said, I hope, please let this be 3.19. just to beat his record. Unfortunately, guys, it came a little short of Salty's. It was 3.08, I think. So a little bit short of him. Dang it, that would have been the best day of my life if it was like 1/10 of an ounce heavier.
So you did weigh it.
We did. I got it on the scale right here. So I'm gonna go to another picture, but there she is too. You can see it from another angle. I mean, a 3-pound spotty, guys. That thing is so thick. It's like half the thickness of my body there. So it was a big one. There she is on the scale, 3.08, official 3-pounder. But I'll tell the story of this fish real quick because a few people want to know about it. So me and Salty were fishing all day. Our plan was to go in there. Salty was going to hit the crankbait because obviously Newport, everybody thinks the crankbait is really good. I have like 5 baits that I fish. I was fishing the A-rig. The winter A-rig is not very good for me, so I gave up on the A-rig pretty quick. Got a couple fish on the Submission Fishing Co. I think our very first legal was on the Submission Fishing Co. jig. Bouncing that around, and then Roman, the bite just shut off. It went like 2 hours without a bite. And when that happens to me, my first instinct is to go ultralight. So I went down to my 500 size reel, 10-pound braid, 6-pound leader, and Salty stuck with his guns. I think he was fishing, some other baits, but it's the ultralight started getting bit. I think that's what was working. We got our. I know we got this before our second legal. So we went over, we were fishing this one area, threw that thing in, and this rod fully bent. And I got this, guys, believe it or not, I got that fish on an eagle claw ball jig head, 1/4 ounce. We're talking the cheapo Walmart special, the $1.99 for 7 of them. That's what got that fish with the standard curly tail grub.
No way.
I'm not kidding you.
Oh my God.
It's like when everybody starts out fishing, you start out with a ball jig head, right? And I think sometimes you get overwhelmed with throwing these A-rigs and you throw in these crankbaits and everything. And sometimes you just when the bite's slow, just go back to the basics, man. Just go back to the basics. And that's what went through my mind. And I thought I was going to just go back to the basics and throw that eagle claw ball jig head pretty much where it all started for me. And there she goes, 3-pounder. And don't tell me you can't pull in a 3-pounder on 6-pound line because there's proof right there, man. So
that's sweet.
It was a fight. It was a fight. I was a little scared when it first hit. I thought it was a big halibut.
Yeah.
I'm fishing with a 500 reel, and she took off and went right for the structure like they always do. And I was able to run to the back of the boat, turn her head, and we looked, and I thought it was gonna be a sand bass or a halibut. And then when me and Salty saw the color of that fish and the size of that fish, it was a pretty big freak out. Salty did a great job on the net.
Nice.
We got it in the net, and then we flopped that thing in the net on the boat, and it was a hugging moment. It was pretty
that's awesome.
Special. I think there was a couple high fives. So it was pretty exciting. I'm happy that I got to share Salty's 3-pounder with him last month, and he got to share mine. So let's go, Salty.
That's very cool. Round of applause from the live studio audience. That's awesome. That's cool. Memories were made.
Not every day, man. I mean, you fish these things for 10 years, you may not get one of those. So it's not every day you see a 3-pounder. So when you get it, you get it. It's a special moment. Here we go. So for some reason, I took this picture, and in Newport, I don't know what's going on here, but I guess when the tide goes low, these rich people just are like, whatever, and their boats just go up on the beach. I mean, I guess you just use Netflix. And then I had no idea that Leonard moved down to Newport. Leonard, this is Leonard's house, right?
What?
I had no idea Leonard moved down there. He put up a sign on his house too. It says Barry Happy Day. So Leonard, nice house, man. I mean,
he likes
Teddy Ruxpin?
That's a lot of teddy bears. Oh my gosh, like they're on the windows too.
Nice house, Leonard. I didn't know you moved down there though. All right, next
vacation
up,
home.
Let's move on here. These guys went down to the PCS
Let's
show.
go.
No, sorry, the Art Hall show. Look at this group, man. Not only are we a cool fishing club, but I think we're the best looking fishing club. Look at this. Look at this. Here.
we almost had the full new Max on the block.
Yeah, you're just missing Salty, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, we might have to form a new group here. Maybe we'll get Caden to replace him. He's the cowboy. Watch out, Salty. Cowboy's coming in to take your spot on new Max. Okay, Todd dropped off this mirror. This is my booth right here. You can see I was sporting the Mad Mac in the back for the show. All the TB metal art. Brought my Spotty Bowl t-shirt too to show off to everybody's passing by. And also brought the belt. Thank you, Todd, for that mirror. That mirror is awesome. I don't know where I'm hanging up. Probably back in the background for the show, but I like that mirror. All that art back there is TV metal art. This guy stopped by our booth, CCA guy. That is Arnie, if you don't know.
What up, Arnie?
Holding up the belt, holding down the fort over at the CCA. What's up, Arnie? It was good talking to everybody down there. Went down there and saw Lane too. If you guys don't know, stop by Fastlane Kayaks and talk to this guy. That's Lane right there, holding up the belt.
That's Liam.
I'm sorry, Liam. What am I saying Lane for?
Because it's Fastlane.
First picture.
Fastlane.
Yeah, that's Liam right there.
That's a cool shot.
You have to do the description on this because I don't know what's going on here.
So, what's it called? Freedom Boat Club had like a photo booth like at weddings, right? With all like the props and stuff. And so like I was passing by with the boys. I was like, let's do this. It was so funny. That's Alex back there. One man kayak fishing. So I couldn't resist.
Wait a second.
I did it twice.
Salty, you're getting pushed out. That's the new Max on the block.
Oh,
Cowboy.
I didn't realize that.
Oh, Salty, you've been pushed out of the group, man.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, there's a new sheriff in town, and his name's Caden.
That's so good.
Got the handsome guy, the buff guy, the Joker, and now the cowboy. Sorry, the man of mystery, Salty's out.
He's starting his solo career.
Oh no.
Oh,
and
man.
that is it for TV shout outs, Roman. I'm gonna go ahead and exit my screen share.
That was so cool.
Hey, this is Caden, Stinger_SoCal on Instagram, and you're watching Fishy Hour. May the bite be with you.
Bam, let's go.
Go. So that to me, Roman, was a pretty fun show. I wish I would have prepared. I don't know what I could have done more with that tank. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that a little bit. I learned a little bit out of that, but let me know if you want to do that tank again. And maybe we come up with some better ideas on how to do it. Maybe we'll bring back that line abrasion test machine too.
Line abrasion test,
guys. This weekend's gonna be rough. I know if I can get out there Sunday, I'm gonna try. If it calms down, see what's going on out there in San Diego Bay. So I'll probably be going to see Ant-Man, but if I'm not, I'm going to be out on Sunday. I'm going to be snagging grass, catching bass. I will see you out later, Rowan. See you guys.
Take out Brian with a round of applause from the live studio audience. Thanks so much, Brian. That was an awesome show. Thanks so much for taking the time to do all the prep work. It was awesome. Muto, good night. Guys, if you haven't been tuning into Muto's show, it's tomorrow. It's Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Submission Fishing Co. He's in the chat. Give him a subscribe so you can watch his show tomorrow night. Real quick, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. I'm going to kick off the music here. Wow, that was fun. I learned a lot today. Some of the baits I thought would float didn't float. Some of the baits I thought would float didn't float, or backwards. And you know what I mean. So I want to try this craw. I'm going to try setting up that diesel minnow as on my Ned rig. And it's interesting. If we were to do this show again, what would you change? Let's talk about it in Discord. Let me know let's go with the general forum, and we can talk about it in there. What we would change, what would make that segment a little bit better. But overall, I think for the first stab at it, I think it was fun. You know what we should do, Brian, is a load test on lines and knots. We need to figure out a machine that we can gauge how much pound of pressure is on that line or that knot. And we can see what breaks, the line or the knot and that kind of stuff. So that would be a fun one. And also it's like we operate under a lot of assumptions, and seeing the actual kind of science, it's pretty eye-opening. So it's pretty fun. Once again, boys, I'm going out to the PCS show on, I think maybe Saturday. But if more people can go Sunday, then we'll go Sunday. But I want to carpool. I want to have a nice group. And we'll have a blast. We'll take some pictures at the Freedom Boat Club booth. Oh yeah, one last thing. In the chat, I'm gonna put a link to the latest video I put out on my channel. It's the Lost Fishing Sessions episode 2. It's in the chat now. Do me a favor, go over there and watch the video. Even if you don't watch the video. Even if you don't actually watch it, just let it play all the way through, because it'll help me rank, and need some views to revive that channel. So get over there, watch that video, comment, like, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys next week on Wednesday. Have a good night. Woo. Oh, wait. May the bite be with you. Woo.